My first frugal tip that we do at our home is when we are not using our microwave, we unplug it from the wall. Always. My microwave is never plugged in unless someone is using it. I don't use the microwave really. I don't once in a blue moon, but Jay usually uses it to heat up his coffees, and I prefer to just heat things up on the stove. So that is my frugal tip number 1. I unplug my microwave so that the time's not on, wasting up some of my power. Okay, don't mind the messy fridge. My tip number 2, I don't have a light in my fridge. As you can see in the day, there's plenty of light when I open the door. I do not need to, you can clearly see everything in the fridge. And at night, it's not really any different. If just turn the light on, like the kitchen, when the kitchen light's on, and you can see everything. So that is my frugal tip number 2. Okay, so this is frugal tip number 3. We hang our clothes on the line to dry. So we don't, oh, do you guys see the bunny down there? What a cutie. So anyways, we hang our clothes out to dry, and that saves us some money every year. He's down there checking out the tree. Okay, frugal tip number, I don't know if we're at 3 or 4, but it's not funny. It's because I don't know if I recorded the clothes on the line or not, but anyways, let's just say frugal tip number 4 is, okay, obviously this is a used coffee filter, so instead of taking it out right now, I am going to just put some more coffee in here. And I don't find, like, we drink a lot of coffee, and I don't find it changes the taste. It doesn't make it stronger or anything, so I get like 2 uses out of 1 coffee filter. So that is my frugal tip number 4.
And you were making.
Here is frugal tip number 4. In our area, I thought it was everywhere in Canada. It must not be. I'm not 100% sure on this, but when we buy like cans and bottles and stuff around here, we have to pay a 5-cent deposit, and I believe it might be 10 cents on like the big bottles, and I think beer bottles are, you get 10 cents. It seems to me they charge you 10 cents for a juice, but anyways, like the big juice things, these are bottles that we've just found kicking around on the side of the road. So, like, I drink pop and I keep my cans, so basically I kind of like break even. Like, if there's 12 cans, you know, and I pay, I don't know, 60 cents, let's just say, I get that 60 cents back when I bring my bottles in. But this here is pure profit because this was found on the side of the road. So not only am I cleaning up the earth and helping, you know, there's not as much litter, I'm also making myself 5 cents every time I pick one of these up. So I thought I would share that little frugal tip with you. It took a little while to get over the fact, you know, I jump out of the car and pick up a bottle, but I'm to the point right now, I really don't care what anybody else thinks. I'm not doing this for everybody else. Like, I'm not going to go, there's some people, you could be sitting there, let's just say at Tim Hortons ordering, and there's people walking, you know, there's a couple guys or whatever around this area that pick bottles, and they'll be going through, you know, you're in the drive-thru and they're walking and they're like going through the garbage picking bottles. I don't do that. If we're driving and I see a bottle on the side of the road, I will pick it up. I'll stop and pick it up. So that is my frugal tip number 4, is if you can pick up bottles, recycle bottles, that's a good way to be frugal. You can make money and you are helping the environment at the same time. So that is our frugal tip number 4. Another frugal tip is we like to unplug our TV before we go to bed at night. That way there, like the little light on the DVD player and all that's not on for nothing. Just wasting power. So that is another frugal thing that we do around the house. Okay, another way that we save money is, as you can see, our lights are all those energy efficient ones. So that's what we have in our house. Alright, another way that we save money is when we do our laundry. Okay, where's my setting here? Here, sorry. It doesn't really matter how we do it because our thing is set up. The hot water is not hooked up to our washer. So either way, we always wash our clothes in cold water, and that saves us some money every year. Okay, another thing that we do to be frugal is we regrow things that we can regrow, like these green onions or chives or whatever they're called. I think they're green onions. These have been planted for over a month. We just keep clipping them when we need them, and it just keeps growing back. Alright, so here is another way that we save money. Well, I suppose we're spending money to save money in this case, but let's just say we happen to go eat out somewhere. Or if I get a coffee at Tim Hortons. If I get a coffee, I usually ask for extra sugar when we go. So that way there we'll have sugar in case we ever run out. And here there is some ketchups and barbecue sauces. And in my fridge at home I have a bowl full of this. And if I ever run out of ketchup, well, I can just take, and I don't have any money to buy new stuff, I can just take all these little packages of ketchup and probably fill up a container because I have so much of them at home. But that's a very good tip, especially this summer if you guys go eat at a canteen or something like that. Just ask for extras.